Hey everyone, Jason Shappert here of MzeroA.com. One more time, back with, you're probably world famous now. Everyone loves you at this point.
No, not at all. I'm here because you look so good.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Bob, 30-year controller, IFR pilot almost?
Almost, yeah.
We're getting there.
We're getting there.
Very
Every
close.
day helps.
Bob's corrected me on two things that I've been teaching wrong. And I think we say good pilot's always learning,
Sure.
good controller's always learning.
Yep.
It's important to humble ourselves and realize I haven't been teaching this right. And there's two things I haven't been teaching right.
Okay.
One I've been saying is, listen, ATC radar is meant to see traffic. It's not the greatest weather picture, so we need to rely on the weather
Not
sources
true.
we have.
Right.
The other thing is related to PIREPs. We'll get to that in a second.
Sure.
Talk to me about ATC weather.
The
radar here.
history of ATC weather, maybe 30 years ago when I was a junior guy,
Sure.
very applicable. Weather was a little bit sketchy.
Yes.
But over the advancements in time, they have become very, very good. So what we show on a radar scope is as accurate as what you see on TV.
Wow.
It's not color like you would see on TV, but it is absolutely 100% real-time, 6 levels of weather.
Yes.
The controller will give you light, moderate, extreme to simplify things so you can get an idea. But generally speaking, the weather displays are fantastic in air traffic today. Huge improvement over the last 20 years.
But are you showing precipitation? You can't see cloud
Correct.
cover.
No, and
Right.
weather never does that. Well,
Right.
we get precip only.
Okay.
And I think each controller in the particular geographical area that they are in the country knows their weather patterns.
Yes.
And so they know what to look for and what is applicable and what's not. In Florida, it's a whole nother program
Sure.
at all. We have such dynamic things here.
Yes.
But yeah, it's great weather. It shows precip. It can help pilots, and that is a big, big deal.
So you can see, you can't see the buildup.
No.
But what if I tell you, hey, I need 10 right for a buildup?
Correct.
You
Right.
may not see it
Right.
yet.
So for an example, in Florida, in the summertime, these towering cumuluses come up out of nowhere,
Yes.
and it's in a span of 15 minutes, you have something that doesn't exist to a wholly, big one.
Yeah.
And so when pilots start deviating around buildups, while I don't see them, good controllers will recognize, oh, we got something building there, especially in Florida.
Yes.
We probably are going to anticipate seeing something big happen in that particular location. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
So that's how I would use PIREPs, which we're talking about next,
Yeah.
as a way to kind of get me into a mode to help you get around weather.
Fantastic. And let's talk about those PIREPs.
Sure.
I used to teach, you've changed me now,
Right.
thank you. I used to teach that, hey, it's great to give,
Right.
Controller Bob a PIREP.
Right.
However, that only benefits the people listening to Controller Bob right
Right.
now. Let's
Yep.
say that's not going to make it to the flight service station.
No, it's not. The dissemination of PIREPs has advanced a long way as well in the last 5 or 6 years. You probably, when you first started training, that was
Yes.
more or less applicable, unless you went to flight service and gave themselves.
Called it, yeah.
But nowadays, air traffic is really big on getting PIREPs from pilots and making sure they're disseminated throughout the country.
Fascinating.
So when I get a PIREP, I have a piece of paper. I'll write down this applicable information in the same format, irony, as a PIREP you would get normally.
Yeah.
And I hand it, and they plug it in the computer, and next thing you know, it's disseminated throughout the country, so you know exactly what's going on.
Wow.
So PIREPs are a really big deal. Cloud tops, obviously. So if you hear the controller's not very busy and there's something that's related to what would be good for other pilots to know, like cloud tops, bases of clouds, feel free to give those to controllers, because that's valuable information that really can help and make the difference between a safe flight and one that you probably don't want to do again.
Yeah, we go and no good decisions.
Sure, absolutely, yeah.
Fascinating stuff. Listen, any questions you have for Bob about radar, what ATC can see, any air traffic control questions, Bob's going to be watching the comments on YouTube, on Facebook, and on MzeroA.com. So I'll be watching those as well. Listen, enjoy the rest of your day, and most importantly, remember that a good pilot is always learning. Have a great day, guys. We'll see you. I wrote the Private Pilot Blueprint with the intention of, if I could do my flight training over, what I wish someone would have told me. And I want that book to be yours for free. All I ask is that you pay shipping. Visit privatepilotblueprint.com to get your free copy.